Would not be surprised to see Pong click into Palutena, or at least I would hope so. And there it is. All right, so with all the characters locked, fist bumps go flying. And into the set we go. With Pokemon Stadium 2 being the beginning of this, I feel like there's no inherent advantage to either side. It's really about whoever can get that initial momentum rolling in their favor, which I feel Pong and Chris in particular are very good at doing. So the fact that they go off to fight each other right off the bat, I found pretty entertaining. And 2v2s is a pretty different story as far as matchups are concerned. Chris and Stocktaker, even though abysmally one-sided in Stocktaker's favor, is fairly even-handed in doubles, and the two have even teamed on occasion, and it's worked out very well for them. So really the only out-of-place card here is Ashmin, who almost sneaks away with first blood for the set. Ivysaur up smash isn't seen too often, but is pretty strong. To no surprise for anyone who follows the meta and is aware of Ivysaur's strength, especially in that down air. I appreciate the Pong is trying to give pressure from a distance. Helps make the ledge plays a bit more secure, given that Stocktaker always plays a bit more aggro than expected. But I feel like in this particular matchup, as far as the characters that are on screen, it would benefit Pong to start like trying to stave off pressure in a more closed space. So not necessarily stand from like full screen or half screen, but like just shy of the short explosive flame distance. That way he can threaten with dash attack and back air to keep the scramble secured. Another stock down, and things looking in favor of blue team, at least for the time being. Quick switch to Charizard, gets Ashmin back on board, throws himself right in the midst of fighting both members of red team. That would have been a clean catch, but we're not going to see it just yet. Chris doing what he can to navigate the aerial hell space that is Villager and Palutena suppression. He's doing a great job of it so far. But unfortunately gets distracted. Too far from the ledge to snap back, so PK Thunder not going to reach him in time. Can't even really say that's going to tie things up. As long as Ashmin sticks on Charizard, that's still a fairly healthy stock. But Charizard's not going to be sticking around for long. Good awareness from all players on board, trying to navigate through each other's own combos while also trying to not get scooped up. It's really hard trying to get your own kill confirms in the midst of a scramble like that too, so. Ooh, all right. I like how Chris was positioned properly. The timing was just off on that, but that's such a strange interaction to be prepared for. You know, another aspect of this quarrel that needs to be appreciated has got to be the communication on both sides. Even though you folks can't see it at home, just taking a quick look over to the player cameras, Chris has constantly been communicating with Ashmin as to where to position themselves, like what's going on with plays, and I feel like constant communication is like prime directive when it comes to doubles. Always being aware of the situation that's at hand is super important, with considering there's so much junk going on the screen at once. And especially in this high-tension situation where you have 3 characters actively zoning each other, waiting for someone to mess up. Really bold of Chris to approach with a shield to block the Lloyd. Oh, and just approaching just a little too fast from both ends. Great recovery from Ashmin. Let's see if he's able to clean things up here. Narrowly avoids Bowling Ball, but eats a Nair. The ledge play is going to continue. And opting into Charizard now. All of the up throw. Ash with a heavy pop-off, too. Ooh. All right, well, the boys are back in it. All right, no character switches on either side. It seemed like Stocktaker wanted to move his way onto the Wolf, but being persuaded otherwise. Going to get a full run back. Which, given how close that that situation was, I'm not really surprised. Very early stock lost on the blue team's half. That's gonna suck, especially considering like how important it was that Chris was staying in the fray to long percentages on all 3 of his stocks in game 1. Honestly, I'd imagine that red team is coming in with like a lot of heat with this one. They cannot be happy about the fact that this is losers finals of doubles. So they got 1 game to try and take this back, and that's it. Plus, we think on paper that that red team's comp should be doing well against blue team. Ugh! But I feel like both players of blue team are just doing a good job of navigating the battlefield. That being said, a wayward jump from Ashmin is going to cost him a stock right into the up smash, too. Oh, and opting for the high recovery. Ends up using his own teammate as bait. Ashmin secures the landing. And both members of blue team managed to secure the stock. Very risky play. Kind of a scramble, but hey, if it works, it works. And it's keeping the game at a pretty even pace. Well, like I was mentioning earlier, Chris at this this late percentage into his second stock, he's got to make this last as well as he can. Should be well appreciated that he's bold enough to go in on both members of red team with reckless abandon, but that's what happens. Yo, Flare Blitz from out deep. Slingshot pressure from Stocktaker, doing a great job of controlling the ledge in this game, too. He's definitely taking a more proactive approach to taking out the stocks of blue team. And I guess contrary to what I was thinking Pong should have done in Game 1, Game 2 here, sitting much more patiently, trying to control from center stage or just maintain juggles. It works out well, but once he mispositions himself with that kind of a mindset, Stock is not in position to be able to help him out, so it stays fairly even. And forward smash, bouncing the pellet backwards, completely annihilating Stock's, well, second to last stock. Juggles from center stage, working out well so far, but the scramble at the ledge is going to spell disaster for blue team as Ashmin is once again stuck into the 2v1 situation. And just like that, we're going into a game 3. Dylan, why are there wifes on your shirt? That's adorable. Would you like to commentate with me? Was it running with scissors? Oh. Feel better soon. What's up? You know I was going to ask you for Starbucks on the way back. I didn't. That's why I have 2 Red Bulls and 2 bottles of water with me. Last I checked, the Buzz is streaming tonight, so he's not going to be in. I know Will said that he wanted to come around. He might come around for friendlies, so he missed the boat on bracket. Who else do we have in attendance today? Should probably move things over in for game 3. Once again, no character switches from either side, to be expected. And the FD pick, I feel like a pretty dangerous one for the blue team, but if they can make it work, both Ness and honestly Squirtle and Ivysaur, more specifically, can make really good use of the fact that a lot of this battle is just juggle and ledge guards the stage. But with that being said, Stocktaker and Pong's characters just benefit from it so much further. And I feel like that's evident right at the beginning of the game. Very quick first blood getting broken in favor of red team. And Ashmin struggling to land, already having eaten 91% in his first stock. Not for long though. Jesus, what a start to the match. Yeah, in particular, I feel like Ashmin should be navigating more towards Squirtle here. What is happening here? This edge guard, his own teammate. I feel like that's going to make the job much easier for red team. Oh, never mind. Favors being returned on red team's end. Although they're sitting with a pretty healthy lead right now, so I feel like this is still not... It's looking pretty grim. Especially as last stock drops for Chris. And now it's up to Ashmin to secure the game, but I don't know how well he's going to be able to do that in the 2v1. Almost gets the down air, not quick enough, bouncing off the shield. Pong not going to prepare in the right direction, but Charizard staying alive until he lands right into it. And just like that, Game 3 is going to be going to Pong and Stocktaker as they move on to fight the Double Yoshis in Grand Finals.